All right, abusia for ende anwumre me share bibia na me wogidi say obia nso ehwe na Sunday de bia ye on Sundays and Sundays the usual in education and edema until we trying to stream on this topic on that kind of system na say be Sunday bia de enye the usual political talk show na ye no until Sunday bia de so we share nso adesua ene na and then so the topic about be discuss here the introduction of electric cars in Ghanaian system. Electric cars were for the last 100 years, but many of us will know say in recent times now electric cars are being more popular in on our roads, especially when we come to the Western world, Europe and then the Americans, and now electric cars are being more. But about Ghana, so it seems that these days we are trying to veer off to that kind of system. Say we need to be doing more electric cars in the system. The likes of Kantanka had electric cars by system, and we all know that recently, the budget statement are Iraq and for that kind of parliament, there's some tax incentives about my electric cars. So we import electric cars in the system, they will waive some VAT on the electric cars. And then you might be discussing, I say, does this policy or do these policies on the African continent actually make sense? Say, electric car or Ghana, or by then what charge a car no? Obe drive a car at the comfort, and as I want to drive a car to the comfortability of one case opposite here, because we know say African or Ghana, for Ghana, example Ghana, you need light or electric system or Ghana na very very bad. Until now, your Bible say, do we stand the chance to drive electric cars in the system? Now, you ma inuya kwachi eko France or France Paris, some part of Paris eko ye a little bit of survey be. Edma who send a position in a very comfortable zone now, how you want to drive electric cars in the system, no any problem amount. But what we discovered and they say, I say all parts of Europe, what they do is say charging points along every part will be to me a charger or car or if you are running on an electric car. In Tianko Kwache, so very short about 5 minutes video now. Kwache a how in Paris. Charging ports on almost all locations are all drive electric cars are with me. I drive it.
Okay. It's a good for so that American. So here is a we and the electric charging systems are so person charging car electric car private charging. The idea is that restaurants here were hanging the restaurant back in the Burger King, back saying, and another one so any an American restaurant and a hotel Chinese restaurant is in a way. You see new ones so say a day. So charging systems here were hey, a beside walk at Chilaha. Oshadanka Kraka were hey, casino room, restaurants room, inside and also sono, the indoor games. So cars have a bar around Dinano. Or my prepare says electric car be our best way in case you be our battery will now which member pack you have Obenya baby at the same time why they what they are charging or car and battery. We the same set a works American restaurant the Chiho. Hey, a beside when the Chiho. And say be out by that hotel house so night open charger and also wait now a packing why they now what charge it. That is our bruni or yenadie, on fiti pracope, and case, Messole ya, ma duty free, and I say, ye tea duty swama, electric cars in a handful of charge, in a portion and a war honor. Hey, be Namicas be the word or heavy beer, far end the honor, who say, the beer source of light. Hey, another set so it won't finish her and also some mobile. That is good. That is how it is. A be also another area be home through her and see a being fee around so my prepare for those things and son on where they are more chassis about Sarah in 50 here opening on bet me build the aqua city from time going on bet was ayaba Sana Bruni and Adi. 50 here no my chassis or more build the vanity when the number of the demand is increasing they also increase it.
All right. Until Kwachi this short video if we France. Now I think say now or wind kakra when the shintina business for money beche, but I think the wind noise was overcoming the usual voice now Kwachi. But what he actually meant in that video, and then he said, Oba in Western world where he was filming from Paris, answer no a buying the electric cars in the bus system no. no more put in place necessary measures are ebema will be or person will drive electric cars now. When you you get actual charging point a bit my charge your car along the point into say who could the there are actually charging points. And that was what Kwachi was actually forming and then discuss. We're gonna bring him on board because when the Kwayas are forming, and he then we discuss about how he actually see say Abrafonu position or more in a very good position answer no more the electric cars and ever vis-a-vis to say they are air no you need light, you need charging point, you need BBR, as you see for electric cars and system no ma. Quite better the ordinary Ghanaian before so uses electric cars. Na nipa bebree no enim say be electric cars has been in the system over 100 years. Electric cars or what dada. It has been in the system. But just recently in a cars no as a month for cost because fuel prices air cost then people have also started to think more about the environment. Because once the electric cars and you don't pollute the environment, you just charge it to say we charge your mobile phone. In the amount for environmental concerns, no fuel prices. So there cost and that is why people have been deciding to veer off and then started to discuss all these kind of electric cars and other things. Now, over Ghana and so I think say Ghana can tank cancel electric car, but as the people we are doing this, until can tank electric car and bago be ready. Nti sana Kantan cancel electric car no etie nti se wonim se bia Kantan cancel ay electric car sa safo Kantan car electric car e Ghana. Now they're very popular among all these electric cars in our system no I think say Tesla for now, and nipa bebree adwen e Tesla so more than almost all the other electric cars. But to start with the Pacho program, 1 hour with Monofie now. We try to stream 1 hour of our time almost every day. Now, I think the free network your new Facebook page. I don't see the same 1 hour with Monofie, and that is where we're gonna do most of our stream. By your usual YouTube and the just a Facebook and creating new Facebook page because we wanted to bring some kind of security and other things into our Facebook pages into Ama and your new Facebook page. Now, you're moving forward and this Tesla model, say, if these are the kinds of cars it may you see on our roads in Ghana.
Good evening, pigs. I'm a little sick and out of it, so we don't know how this is gonna go, but this is a brand new 2023 Tesla Model X long range. I'm seriously considering buying one of these. I am doing an overnight test drive. So Tesla is very good about test drives. You can walk in, they'll give you 30 minutes with the car. They're very good about that. And they'll even let you do overnight test drives. The reason I'm doing it overnight, because I want to see how it fits in the garage. Right off the bat, what I'm noticing with this thing...
Tesla models, but your various electric cars on our roads, we are when it's here and the Tesla, the one you watched previously in NNA Tesla. By your various electric cars on our roads, a dozen, a casa about what now I'm about to send a Macoy can tank and the Tesla, the EV, Polestar, Renault, almost all cars in our electric cars are these days. Maximum, but new cars are about on our roads are a new models because the market for electric cars and AI are there, AI be booming. The demand for this kind of electric cars and so and the more the demand goes up, the more people, different companies try to manufacture this kind of electric cars on our roads. But one, yaba Ghana, Oma Yankwana Yempe Adibi Ghana. If you are on the Ghanaian roads, now we are going to say, open electric car. The question we have come to ask and say, how are you going to drive these electric cars? Because Yankasa light kura yes so at them no a problem am I. One of the saddest aspects in Ghana is what if you know we use electric cooker and I said I don't know and a lighter. The saddest aspect is what do you see just as I don't need doom light. Timer, who did do any just no? That is the timer you do light. omo de light and a year juma in Ghana they say baba, hairdressers, welders, those kind of people. Omo need constant light on our system. There is no constant light in Ghana. It's a big challenge among. And this a bank say ne priority ni say ono de oba betete taxes so ama timamuni import electric car and into the system. The question we are all asking is say how possible would that be? Sir, my with me I can say petrol cars what system no and funny home. Diesel cars what system no and funny home. But electric car idea a free bano. That is where on the priority was say ube use electric car or beti VAT so edemo. Is it intentional say a buying and say or person introduce anything new in the system and tina what should I yes and I said that buying person cut on emissions in the system and tina or introduce this VAT free on electric cars and those kind of things? That is the question we are going to ask ourselves today. Because out in Ghana, I say, who use your electric car? How are you going to drive the car? Assuming say, Uti Kumasi now will drive it from Kumasi to Accra. Now say electric car now you can only run all the at a fully charged, it may run only like 300 kilometers. Now say between that distance a broad 300 kilometers, overcharge a car now. That is the kind of question I think that we need to ask our system. Because answer now buying the best or the electric car air banner. Then they need to understand that quite many purpose of overcharging. ABN will be named how I charge electric car until how electric car actually works. Into on our screen or electric car, sample of electric car and all. So the charging point in AC what is in here, or filling station na adi fuel ewomono. So you just take the cable, no plug your car no, to send here or charge your mobile phone. No. And that is how it actually works. Until say because electric car, it only works say what the cable no now they are plugging. And on our various homes, you know, most people also have the charging ports or one kasa or mufie. And this all that you do, they say over charger, then you plug it on your car and then you charge it overnight. Until maybe I sorry no, na car a charger we then when it's fully charged 100%, then you only drive your car. And see a sample necessary will be so when you feel in a car, is in if you or charge you when you feel and that. Then at the same time, not send a kwacha car, you know. At various points in Europe, so you could actually find all this kind of charging ports. That is where you only charge your car. Then you just pick it up, you just drive it onto fuel and light now, you know. In this buying because of the big bagana, I wouldn't say maybe it's a bad idea. Of course, it has been on a Rosa UBIP electric car. But the point, and they say, are we ready to drive electric cars on our roads? That is the kind of question ready there, then how? Then the other thing also we may discuss say, but at the point that I will bring on board people to join me. But also join on our show now, but your number is 050-811-7781. I think say run under our screen. And you know, wait me I join on our show now, only here discussing all these kind of things. Mechanics on more Ghana now. You see, I always use electric car and say, why the better car now? We shouldn't only think say we are Ghana no, and no Kwane, Accra, and the Kumasi. So, Ghana started from northern part of Ghana down to the southern part. Until the north southern part, and now to any part of Volta region that part. Now we should let you kind of a car in your photo. Why in the background? Because you need any mechanic be in that system or in that part of the country with me a CC car amount. So I'm now a half an use electric car as a car and say, yeah, we'll fix a car away. Mechanic man, you train you in the contest, say, to me and fix electric cars on our road for us. And I believe it's the answer and car buying will be introduced to all these kind of measures and that's a policies for the tax-free system, Obama into all these kind of areas. You know. Wow, I bet it's like a gray area in the economy. You know. I was also making sure say what training enough on our roads. And the way I met me, I guess I don't know where you know mind. And to vet and I all technical and vocational education no e was nka buy no these systems no e be good more send e be nipa in these kind of areas no matimi a trainee because when you're going to buy a car of about 70 something thousand or $80,000 worth of car or on our roads that's a car would say no new be BCC car number I think it's going to be a very very bad situation. Then the likes of Suffolk and Tankawa America ni be abagana dodana again ye masa nipa na intimi emwa omo so ombetimi enya the tax incentives because if I say Suffolk and Tanka of we are in mind to read so we all need to be talking this kind of thing because I know we can't say bringing in these kind of things and you're feasible, but because they want a very very easy way to maneuver and just go away and that is how they're going to do these kind of things because we need to be careful with these kind of things. Main cars electric car on our roads on an engine. I think they are beautiful to drive and very easy. It doesn't pollute. You don't buy fuel and this kind of thing. But we shouldn't make it the point to say, you can't check my money and say, hey, that's easy to drive. Me whole video be a kufia do my interview one Ghana guy be the guy says I was driving electric car on our roads about 3 years. Now he was explaining how difficult for him to drive all these kind of cars on our roads. Especially say when I watched that video now I felt sorry for him because no one can design the charging porter as a which is very dangerous to do. Very, very dangerous for him to do these kind of things. And it could actually burn down the whole facility. Until what he was trying to say is, so Kukumasa, he decided to drive about 150 kilometers along the point, then he stops and then charges at some places. But the point, they say, Nipana Oko charge on who use just a normal light now, the way and then down. What about if it blows? Until I will have believed, they say, by now, you better facilities are yet to be put in place, all these kind of measures, now yet to better charging ports for this kind of cars because they are coming into the system. So see, I'm positioning you when now you're when you will be able to fix all these kind of cars, and then it's going to be more dangerous for us than we actually think. The next thing is a light, and you need light. Oh my no, Ghana, you do to Tobra, because of Bodam, I am na ya bua to go na kukunipa kofa nipa edu pebra and so na way. So if you think say you want people to bring electric cars in the system, how are you going to manage that? Because you need light even in the system. So for a vice president, I like you, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to say so you introduce electric buses in the system. And I think say he doesn't even know what he was talking about. Because the normal private cars na charge on our roads in Ghana, we need any facility to do those kind of things. Into exhuming a bus afa nipa from Kumase edomo ko Tamale. Enfa na bus ne be charge no. Because I know so we cannot drive it that long distance. Abraham charge. And he said, when the system be able to put in place, I might yet be put all these kind of charging ports and charging systems on our roads. I don't think so. This is the best thing we need to be doing. Indeed, as a society, as a nation, we need to start to think about all these kind of things. Now, yet my papa be at the abaso. In the program, they manage that length, very, very, very short. But I think that we are just bringing the attention to the people, send by electric cars and the people are buying the system. So we need to plan and then get it done. Papa and Sana, yeah, so at the system. And yes, if it's here now, then we just bring say, oh, electric cars are bad. It's introduce cars in the system. Now you feel your cover bar, feel your cover car, now bed now. That's what I'm on. Then we should also know say all these kind of cars are very, very expensive cars. And yet cheap. They are not cheap cars. They are very, very expensive cars. Into how are we going to get the ordinary Ghanaian to be driving these electric cars? Now, I can say, there's tax incentives. And this is car companies atrophy in by importing all these kind of cars, which is very, very expensive. The purchasing power in Ghana and so on, and that higher. How are you going to do these kind of things? Into Mestre, I buy as an other policy beside no. You make sure say, and now they say, you're quite far, this work I say, Eddie, to team money so. Now, the quest to drive an electric car now costs the purchasing power and so anywhere with me that. 2, you train first be training nipa more on our rules. So that we will be fixing all these kind of electric cars and then introduce the cars on our market. Yes, and I the problem and every the end user of our talk and a car or say I want to use. 3, you make it so see enough electricity on our roads and as in the country. Now you made the power all these kind of industries. If you hook a fade how you do the things in the country. Other than that, you could pay blindly. The systems are brought from a year or mukrum at the bay straight away. You're going to cause problems in the system. And see, Medawasi saying, when I'm right now, we will come out on a full length on our video. Send a be at the BIN. Now, send them a kind of your new Facebook page. And see, I'll introduce the new Facebook page on our platform. Na wa uwo pe passe also no with me I support the new page no na what me I support the new page no na afei de one ye ahwe abomtam bia se ne ya ye ba ye be ye no enti ye systems no de sa na be ye da obi bia se onya amre ye da was na we gidi se o china ye be ba the full length na ye ne o aba aduma William Monofie Amankona. Bye bye.